Hello everyone, welcome to the Mindcraft Academy. And so, what is it that this Mindcraft is about? The Mindcraft is about crafting our minds. And for this video, we are gonna explore the thoughts, our thoughts, okay? So, what is it that is about our thoughts? Sometimes we would have some very sticky thoughts, like ruminating over a person or ruminating over a certain event, okay? Could happen in the past or something that we are worrying about that's going to happen in the future, okay? And so oftentimes we would then be so stuck in between the past and the future that we call the present, but we're then not in the present. Because usually we would be either living in the past or living in the future, but in reality we are in the present, right? And so we are not living in the moment when we are thinking anything that's in the past or anything that's in the future. And so here's something that I personally discovered and also I experienced, and I find it very, very effective and useful. And that's what I would love to share with everyone here through this video and upcoming videos. That would, of course, also be about the mind, or that we're all crafting together to positivity, okay, for self-growth purpose. So what I really discovered is that I can actually, if I can, that essentially means everyone can do that as well. Because, I have a brain, you have a brain, we are all brains. So what it is that I can actually teach or train my mind, or reprogram my mind, just like how I reprogram the algorithm on YouTube Newsfeed. It's like, it actually is true. Because think about it. Like, imagine, visualize together. If when we have any thoughts, right? It's actually kind of like clouds floating. Imagine every single thought is like a cloud, okay, floating on the sky, in the sky, or even in the sky, okay? So they come and go, each thought, right? So I tend to observe the clouds, aka the thoughts, like that, okay? If I'm not aware that these are actually just clouds passing by, I would think, oh, these are my thoughts, these are my worries, these are my concerns. Only later I realized that, no, these are not my worries, these are not my thoughts. Many of them are not, let's put it this way. And they are actually just like clouds floating in the sky. They come and go. And then it was at that point that I realized that, oh, I can actually selectively choose which cloud I want to observe. Yeah. Like literally, like I can selectively choose. Like if I like the shape of this one, it looks like a pig, then I'm like, I want to look at it a little bit more. But if like, oh, this one looks like a pineapple, because I don't like eating pineapple, so I don't want to look at this cloud. It's the same as thoughts, like in my mind. And so whenever there are thoughts coming, crossing, like I'm looking, like I'm just like observing my thoughts, the train of thoughts or trains of thoughts, like that. Actually, I also connect how I just gave an analogy, right? Like the thoughts are actually clouds, and then the sky is actually just our mind, like the space, mind space, head space, right? Okay, what's more to this is that was for observation, right? Passive observation, and also kind of like conscious selection of what I want to look into or observe, right? Now, what's more to this is that I realized that this is actually like algorithm, okay? Like such as for YouTube, like when we open the applications, right? Or the website, YouTube, you would have a news feed, right? That like is the personalized page that is for each of the user. That if you use it actively, if you use YouTube actively, you would then the entire algorithm would be customized in a way, or say personalized in a way, according to the videos that you usually watch, the genre that you love watching, or it depends on which videos you comment, right, under. So all of this is like they all take into account for the calculation, for the algorithmic calculation. Now, here's something that's very interesting, which is, for me, I would actually do this on a daily basis, not on a daily basis, but like on a very quite often I would actually do it, which is when certain videos show up on my newsfeed, okay, I would actually look through them, and if I come across some of them that I don't actually vibe with, okay, like I'm like, what is this genre that I'm like, nah, I'm not interested in it. I don't really like how it feels. I don't even like what it's gonna talk about, because I can see from the cover, right? From the cover picture and from the title, right? From the title. And then so what I would do is there's actually like a 3-dot, right? 3-dot icon. I think it's on the right corner, right bottom corner of each video, which I would actually click that, and then click the not interested or don't recommend channel. Not interested or don't recommend channel. So it depends on how I feel about it. Like I'm not even gonna be interested in this channel at all, okay? Then I would just say don't recommend channel. If I'm not interested in the contents, okay, only of that particular video that is being suggested onto my news feed, I would say not interested. Why would I do this? It's because the more I actually do this consciously, is I'm actually training the algorithm to work for me. Yes, I'm actually training the algorithm to work for me, and so it's kind of like I am personalizing what I want in a very proactive way and conscious way. Okay, so over time, very quickly actually, upon refreshing the entire newsfeed page, all the contents showing up would be very much in alignment with what I love watching, or what kind of content, genres, or directions that I actually love watching. Okay, so this is actually physically, it works. Now, when it comes to thoughts, this is exactly the same thing, to which I realized that. I would actually, whenever there are certain thoughts that, come up, and if I realize that these kind of thoughts are, say, there are many people would experience, the inner critic, or say intrusive thoughts, okay, or intrusive voices, okay, right? I say this could also be of use. What I'm going to suggest in the following, which is to actually plug in this function that I just mentioned about YouTube. Like how you click not interested, and also don't recommend channel, like that. Like I actually use this as a plug-in for myself, that if there are any thoughts coming up, okay, and it keeps coming up again and again, be it it's a person or it's a sentence that it keeps showing up, in my headspace, okay, like the sky with the clouds coming, like there's a particular shape of a cloud that keeps floating by, okay, I'm just like, not interested, bam. Don't recommend channel, bam. So that's what I would actually do, because it does work for me. It's basically I am proactively to reprogram, like rewiring my mind in the way that is out of self-love. Not in a way of resistance though. It's like, because I know there's no need for me to focus or say pay attention to such thoughts, because if I keep having or experiencing these thoughts, it's not actually good for my well-being. You know, this is my bottom line of understanding if I should click the not interested or don't recommend channel as in my mind. Because sometimes when it comes to recurrent thoughts, you know, coming up again and again, this could be certain signs or signals for me personally, that there might be certain emotions that I need to look into within myself. So that is why there is a fine line between this, and when I know that these thoughts coming up is not really about that what I need to look within. Okay, it's more about like the algorithm suggesting videos to me, and I actually don't want to look into it. It's like, you know, like on the newsfeed, you would be it you want it or not, the breaking news would be showing up. Okay, so this is not something that you wanted, but it just shows up on the platform. Okay, this is what I'm trying to say. But you can also adjust it yourself if you want to keep watching these breaking news sections. Okay, you can actually put like not interested or don't recommend, like, or hide it. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. So I think it's so important for us when it comes to thoughts as well. Is this actually my thoughts? Is this somebody else's thoughts? You know, it's like from the external, I just literally just pick up the thoughts of others. Okay, so if it is, then do I actually want to observe other people's thoughts selectively, right? Do I want to click into this video? This is the same. Do I want to click into watching this video, or I'm actually not interested in this kind of content, and so I click not interested, or even to the extent that don't recommend channel. Burp. So that in itself is kind of like I'm keep reorganizing my entire algorithm within myself, or say how I interact with the external, right? This is also when it comes to, am I being an active creator, like content creator, or I'm actually just being a viewer, right? Just like watching video. I can be the one posting videos like now, right? But I also watch other creators' videos. But it is very interesting and effective to notice oneself, to notice within oneself that is this thought generated by myself, or am I actually just viewing, or am I actually being just the audience to witnessing somebody else's thoughts? So, food for thought. And this is what it is. Thank you so much for joining this little video of the day, and I wish you a lovely day ahead, and hope you have certain takeaways from this video, and I really appreciate your presence. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye bye.